The Web3 opportunity will probably be the greatest opportunity of our lifetimes. And in my opinion, it's going to make the Industrial Revolution look like the Stone Age. So the real question here is, are you going to take advantage of it? I believe that there's a certain window of time here to take advantage of this opportunity. And I don't say that to create some sort of scarcity or urgency or some sort of tactic here. I really fundamentally believe that. And that's why I personally shifted into working in this space last year, because I believe what I'm telling you. There's a finite amount of time to get involved in Web3, to build the relationships, to gain the experience, and to be at the forefront and pioneer something in this space. The more early you get involved, the more rewards come as a result of this. Let me give you an example. Over 10 years ago, I had a job, believe it or not, and I worked at Google. These were the glory days of what we call Web 2. Web 2 was the time in which Google and Netflix and Amazon and YouTube and all these types of companies were dominating. Facebook as well were dominating. And when you worked in Silicon Valley, there was only one of two places that you would work. It was either Google or Facebook. But Google was still the big daddy. Why? Because we had the bouncy balls and the amazing food and the, the 27 kitchens and the laundry done for you. But most importantly, the most brilliant people in the world were working out of Mountain View, California. The most brilliant people in the world. I'll never forget the first week that I showed up at the Google office, and I was incredibly intimidated but inspired at the same time. Everyone there was a Stanford or Harvard, graduate, probably had 2 or 3 degrees of some kind. And here I was, Mr. SDSU guy, somehow squeaked in, just like I've done in many other things in the past. And I'm grateful that I did. You know why? Because I was at the cutting edge of where the energy, the minds, and the great people were at that time. That has changed. It is no longer the Web 2 companies that are attracting the great talent and the great minds of today. You know where they're going? Web 3. What really is Web 3 and how can you work in it? A lot of people have this block. They believe that they need to first know a lot about crypto. They need to first know a lot about blockchain. They need to know about, they need to know Solidity. They need to know Ethereum. They need to know how to develop in order to actually build something. Well, I want to launch an NFT collection. I'm an artist, but I don't know where to get started. And to that I say, dive in, put the time in, spend the money, invest in yourself. Because again, I had to take a risk, is that back then, when you worked at these tech companies, it was so risky, especially the startup ones, right? The ones that were not yet unicorns. It was seen as a very risky move. Why would you leave a corporate company like 3M, Arman, that is established and has been around for 100 years in order to go work at one of these, Web 2 kind of, and we didn't even call it Web 2 at that time, to work at one of these tech startups, these Silicon Valley bubble startups. The bubble has moved. The smartest people in the world are working in the Web 3 space. You need to be around these people. We all know that we grow as a result of being around people that are better than us, being around people that make us better, people that have high standards. So if you're sitting around in an industry and you're not inspired and it's not pushing you and you're not moving 100 miles an hour every day, I think it's time for a change. So you have this service, let's say, you're a graphic designer and you want to serve the Web3 world. If you just took a little bit of time to understand their needs, their wants, their desires, and what creates a successful launch today in the Web3 world, you could show up, do really great work for one client, crush it, and begin to build a portfolio of proven results and case studies. And if you do that now in this finite window of time that we have, and you get results, the sky's the limit. Because you're one of just a few people who does graphic design for the Web3 space. And we need that. We want that. We need more people who are willing to step into that. Look, if you are a founder, an entrepreneur, an executive of any kind, a builder of any kind, you just don't have an excuse anymore. You have to begin building in Web3. The sooner you do, the more rewards you will receive. And if you do miss this opportunity, that pool of competition is just going to get so messy and so bloody that it will be difficult for you to carve a niche. Building a unique value proposition, or what we call a moat in tech in general, right? In business, we call it building a moat, having a moat around what you do. If you do that effectively, you will succeed. Now, it will take some time, and there is a lot of risk involved, but you're a founder, right? You're a creator, you're an entrepreneur. That's what you're built to do in the first place. And I don't look down on other industries, and I don't look down on e-commerce or SaaS or any software or any of these industries in general, but I would push them and urge them to consider how they can pivot and really integrate themselves into Web3 somehow, whether that be having a Web3 login, so that you're more integrated from that aspect, or payment that is crypto, or the NFT example of having your subscription, if you're a software company, be built with an NFT with a lifetime membership instead of just charging people a subscription fee of $10 a month on Stripe. Why wouldn't you go in this direction? The only thing stopping you is knowledge, the actionable information you need to take advantage of that. But believe me, the moment that you open the door, just like anything in life, when you step into the new opportunity and you say, I'm ready for this, and you announce it to the world, and you're clear that this is what you want to do, people show up. Right now in Web3, everyone is trying to help each other succeed. That's why we have this phrase, WAGMI, W-A-G-M-I. We're all gonna make it. Because we believe in this world that if we support each other, and that if we believe with conviction, which we do, that we're gonna succeed, we will be the pioneers of the future. And that's my invitation to every founder, to every entrepreneur, to every freelancer, to every creator that is curious about this space. If you jump in, I can guarantee you there will be support, because we're all gonna make it.
Hey Founder Fam, did you love this video? Well, if you did, you can join us right now and attend a free training session with today's founder, where we'll go even more in depth. Click here and we'll see you soon.